Oh, red means it ain't Jin. This is how we win. Same conditions go for the number 6 coffin. They came up red for our first hint. It's true. Usually I'd want to have a discussion to pick which coffin to hit. But honestly, you just gotta pick between the coffin or the number 6 coffin. This coffin or the number 6 coffin. Why's that? Aren't there still more glowing coffins? And what if Jin's in them, huh? Right move is to pick coffins that we've definitely got that have definitely got dolls in them, Sarah. Everyone, you really okay with that? What? What, Elle? Picking red means you might be picking one of the dummies, right? There'll be no trace of them left. You okay with that? There's a chance of anyone getting picked other than Anzu and Ranmaru in the non-glowing coffins. You'll surely pick an ally, Miss Sarah. Hell, what's with his confidence? Our reasoning should be right. We should be backing him into a corner. So then why isn't he scared? Why doesn't he fear death? Does Hell truly feel fear? Is our logic really correct? Do it, Sarah. Choose it. A red coffin, so you can win. My! Even if I'm chosen, I won't have any grudges or regrets. You can't let someone like him live. This demon who tramples on people's happiness, their lives. Why? Do it for me, Sarah. Save Jin, the human. That's right. This is the dummy's determination. Do it. Let our lives help those who still live. Oh, he took off his glasses. I'll protect Jin. I swear it. Pixis Sarah. Now I just have to choose. And this time we'll hit him. We'll defeat L and win. No, we won't. I'm sorry to say, but we won't. We will not hit him and win. Oh, this is so sad. Is there anything else I can learn from this? We know that there is one coffin that is clean that should not be clean. We know that one of them is one with a doll, and one of them is another one with a doll. Right? Like, we know that this one is the one that has Anzu in it. We know that one of them is Ranmaru's. We know that another one is... Who? Who was the one in the last one? I forget. It was Ranmaru. It was Anzu. And then what was the last one? Oh, right, it was the one that had coffee spilled on it? So it should be his. And then the last one is probably L. It's definitely L. Goodness gracious. No, that one was Hinako. That's a doll. 8, 6. Yeah, so 8 is probably Jin. Well, this sucks. I'm sorry to whichever doll is about to be murdered right now, but I really did not want to do this. But I have no choice. No choice, this one. If I choose the coffin, I use the hint on. I'll trust my gut. I'll defeat L and protect everyone. I selected the coffin. Oh, well, is it the right one? No, it's not. Ah! Ah! Sarah! Kotaro! L, you have to stop it! This is so unfortunate. Too bad, you hit Mai! No, Mai! Mai, this can't be! The hell's going on? Again? Again? I missed again? Ha! You see? You drilled through an ally! Why'd we miss? At this rate, they're just gonna... Everyone, be calm! This match hasn't been decided yet. Oh, but hasn't it? What's that? You're the ones who aren't calm. Here, let me summarize. How many glowing coffins are there in total? 3, 5, 7, 9. Glowing coffins? There's 5 glowing coffins. 5. Correct, there are 5 glowing coffins. And you hit Kuramada, Hinako, and Mai. So that's 3 of 3 people. Furthermore, you've used a hint on the number 6 coffin. So... You're saying that you now have enough information and you're going to have enough hints to be able to finish the game? There's only 1 coffin left, isn't there? This is absurd. There's no strength left in my legs. L's explanation is correct. I was thinking only about if we hit him, not about what would happen if we missed. He'll be able to select Jin with certainty next. Meaning he'll definitely be killed. That choice we just made was our final choice. Have I... lost? Ha! That's right. Come on, stand up, Miss Sarah. You still have a role, don't you? A role? To finish this out. Use a hint in my stead and let me know where Jin is. I'll let you say your goodbyes too, yes? Goodbyes? Is this our last moment with Jin? This can't be. I see, so you feel too bad to show me your face. Alright, Meister, I'll just have you do it. Wait! I'll do it, so stop. Well then, Chop Chop. Will it be blue or will it be red? I'm so excited. My mind isn't working. It's no use, my mind won't work. You okay there, Missy? I'll specify a glowing coffin, right? If you can't do it, I'll do it for you. Glowing coffin. I mean, there's only 1 left. It's 8. Right? Let's see. Yep, it is only 8. Is it going to be red? If it's red, then Jin isn't in here. I press the lamp. No, it's blue. It lit up blue. Well done. It seems you found Jin. No way. Big Sarah. Jin. Stop it, Hiyori. There's no need for this. You've had your fun, right? Just call it your victory. Jin's still a little kid. I've hardly begun having fun. I wish I could play more. More. Big Sis Sarah. Sorry. Jin. Are you apologizing, Jin? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jin. I couldn't protect. It's not true. Because you were there, Big Sis Sarah. I wasn't scared. Even now, I'm not. No. I can't do this. This is... Take care of everyone. And find Mr. Policeman. Is he really gonna die here? Keiji. Yeah, what is Keiji doing at this point? What? The consent form? What about it? I still don't understand the significance of that. L. What? Still pleading for life? You haven't granted it. Oh! We didn't have a wish. The consent form wish. I still haven't... Huh? You're obligated to listen to my wish. What are you saying? Invalidating the results of the death game is off limits, Miss Sarah. We haven't come to any results yet. Because this lamp is just a hint. You're truly ridiculous. And true, this is like is something that he has direct control over. It's not changing the rules or anything. I'm making a demand. Just this once, change your selection, L. This isn't like you, but isn't like us. You don't know us that well. It's much too lame. Mere hair splitting. I'm the floor master. The rules are all add up to... That's some interesting hair splitting. Meister? She's got a point, Al. It's not altering the outcome, just changing the process a tad. And didn't you say you wanted to play more? Don't be absurd. That isn't for you to decide. And see, again, this is him not acting the same anymore. Let me out, I'll manage the controls. We're still in the game, that'd be a rule violation. Meister! What's with this person? Yeah, it's a very odd relationship going on here. Why is he judging in our favor? Because this is, from the very start, been like some sort of competition between all of us, or some sort of tournament to determine who is supposed to be the something. I don't know what it is, but we had a long time ago that talk about us all possibly being the heirs of some mafia families or whatever, and trying to figure out who's the best among us, right? Hold on, ain't that strange? Ranmaru. Listen, there's only 2 glowing coffins left. If he doesn't pick Jin here, then we'd be able to pick L with certainty next turn. Wouldn't that mean completely changing the outcome of the death game? Whose side are you on? It ain't gonna end. L, hurry and pick a coffin to target. Number 2. What? Number 2? Number 2 is... What? Oh, wait! Why me? Because he knows for sure that that's not him. So he can pick it. But then he wants us to go and pick the remaining red-green coffin. And then he'll be able to pick the very next turn. And it'll all be good. But then he could, because he can't pick Jin's, right? But he also does not want to pick number 9, that red-green coffin, because that's what we are going to try to pick next turn. But he also cannot pick one of the not green coffins that could be him. That's why he's picking Anzu's coffin. Just hurry up and pick number 2. No, hold on. Spare me, please. I don't want to die. Oh, shut up. Number 2, and that's final. Do it already, Meister. Your wish is my command. No, that's the exact thing he should be doing. Stop! Anzu! Meister selected the coffin. Now then, who's gonna be in this coffin? Help me! Help me! I don't want to die! I don't want to die! Yep. Drilled through again. Damn it all. Yuri. Anzu. Because of me. Too bad. You hit Anzu. How does it feel, Miss Sarah? Because of your wish, this time Anzu's an unrecognizable mess. It really is all her fault. It really is all everyone's here's fault, though. That they just been going along with this L guy's scheme and not picking one of the not glowing coffins. I'm sorry, Anzu. Sorry? Am I looking for forgiveness? I've just drawn a clear line. I've sacrificed one of the dummies to save Jin. I've discarded a doll so a human could live. Can't cover that up anymore. It doesn't matter. However brutal it is, I'll do anything. You're going down. With our next choice will deal the final blow. I really hope that's the case. I really hope that's the case, and they actually give me the ability to choose here. Because otherwise, there can be like, okay, now we just have to choose the one that's still remaining, the one only option that remains. Surely we'll win this time. Yeah, we're totally gonna win. Even though L is not phased at all and is completely fine with that, and that's not suspicious to us at all for some reason. Yeah, that's all we can do. We'll make him regret everything. Right, let's do it. I don't want to lose to this guy. Oh, really? I do hope you can. We'll do it. So the problem is, even if I do pick one of the coffins that is not glowing, it could still be Ranmaru, or it could be Hayasaka, I think. However, we might be able to make it figure out which one's different, because we can smell the one that Hayakasaka is in because of the spilled coffee. I don't know. I forget who's in which coffin. But then what about the coffin that was sealed shut? The one that was Keiji was supposed to be in. Now, there's just one thing to wonder about. Whether or not we target the remaining number 6 coffin. What are you saying? Is it not obvious that that's our choice? It definitely should not be our choice. But also, one thing is bothering me. Keiji's still not here, and this is like I feels like we're getting towards the end of this game. Keiji's still not here, and those drills do not have any blood on them. They said that, oh, it must be some sort of special nonsense that just doesn't show blood, right? I don't believe that. But then again, L hasn't commented on that. So I was wondering, is Keiji doing something to save these people so that they don't actually get killed here? Are we going to end this trial and be like, darn, all of these friends that we knew have died, but no, actually, Keiji saved them all. I feel like they might do something like that. I don't think I think that would be like kind of nonsensical, but everything is nonsensical in these kinds of games, so you never know. Aren't there only 2 glowing coffins left, and with a hint on one at that? If Jin's the blue number 8 coffin, don't we already have the answer? Well, if we think about it, L's naturally in the number 6 coffin. Is there some smart way to use our hints? Listen, we can't accept a loss. We got the dummy's regrets on our backs. Hey, shouldn't we be thinking about whose side Meister is on? Whose side Meister is on? Yeah, that's also true. I mean, I think he's on the side of this entire game. Whereas L has his own private reasons for doing this. I don't think we should trust him. He's just acting impartial, but really he's on Seaweed Head's side. And Shorty, too. I don't want to suspect her, but maybe she was with the bad guys. Maybe. We don't really know, but it didn't seem like it. Jin. I mean, it has to be, right? Shorty must have worked with Seaweed Head, or she couldn't have blended in as a fake. That's a point. Both Meister and Hinako are on L's side. There may be traces of them preparing things for this banquet. If there was, I don't know how I would know what those things were. Well, if we think about it, L's naturally in number 6 coffin. That's the natural expected result of our logic. Which is why it's unnatural. Exactly. Because L wasn't panicked about it. If L planned ahead this far, then we're all done for. Darn it. Is there anything at all? Like a slip of the tongue from the enemy? Isn't finding that kind of thing your forte, Sara? It's not my forte. Slip of the tongue. Listen, we can't accept the loss. We got the dummy's regrets on our backs. The dummies were created to kill us, but that doesn't matter now. Kurumada, Hinako, Mai, Anzu, they're all our allies in the end. We gotta show them to the weight of that. Kataro. And the thing is, this game has never shied away from showing blood before. So the fact that there's no blood on this is so suspicious. Like, one thing you could say it would be is that, oh, they didn't want to show you if you were right or wrong by whether there were blood on there, or they don't want to like reveal anything about the plot or such from that, right? But we're learning who these people truly are before we're drilling them, not after. So that doesn't seem necessary from like a game design standpoint, or from a trial game thing, whatever they're trying to put on here design standpoint. So they're not really hiding anything by doing that. Jin is in the blue number 8 coffin, which means L's in coffin number 6. That must be correct. If it's not, I feel like I'm gonna lose it. Is there some smart way to use our hint? I can't just simply accept that number 6 is the one. Okay, a slip of the tongue. Did anyone misspeak? I don't remember, like, I'm not sure if anyone had misspoke or not, but the transceiver, maybe? Could that be relevant? Because I know, Ronmaru said some suspicious things before, right? Could that be what they're referring to? I'm slightly suspicious of Hayasaka, but I don't think that's relevant at this moment. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Is there anything I'm missing here? What does it mean I wanted to bring them all back myself? Well, I'm probably gonna die here, but that's fine. No? Okay, so that makes sense. Because Jin was talking about how Hinako couldn't be trusted. But Katara was saying that they were all our friends. What's that, Jin? Say they're all allies, but Shorty might have been an enemy. I guess so, but even Hinako was killed. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to believe in her too, but will we find the answer that way? Can we really win? Ugh. Sorry, let me think this over. Seems Katara reworked his statement. It's true, Hinako might have been our enemy. But if that's the case, why did Hinako get killed? I just ain't sure. What was Hinako trying to say in her last moments? I'm pathetic not being able to remember. You can't remember? Maybe I should use that again. Oh, the lantern. Gonna help me remember again, huh? Yes, look into this lantern. I'm starting to remember now. Alright, let's think about any statements that seem curious, like before. Huh? What's this shaking? Shaking? You're kidding, right? No way. Why me? This Nako's saying, you're kidding, right? No way. Why me? Seems she couldn't believe what was happening to her. That's probably relevant. Okay, get rid of the lantern. So then can I do this? No? Okay, so apparently that was not it. That was not a sufficient slip of the tongue. What's this shaking? Hinako went, what's this shaking? Because then her pitch back cloth and she had to rely on other info than sight. I mean, could we shake the coffins to find out who is in each one? Is that something we can do? No, don't use the lantern. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, maybe I just did it wrong the first time, actually. Hold on. Like, this statement can't be useful. This C. It's got to be this statement. None of the other statements are that relevant. Okay, no, I did it right. Must have worked with her. Can I conflict him with his own statement? No. Okay, let's clear that. Let's use the lantern again. And let's click on the last statement. Because one thing I have to remember is that this game is originally not in English, so it's possible that this was a different statement. Or she died. Maybe she was going to say this can't be happening. Maybe that's relevant? Okay. This C was the answer. Yes, the important part of her statement was this C. Again, that's definitely, I feel like that definitely is a situation where if this was in Japanese and I knew how to read Japanese, it probably would have made more sense. What'd you just say? Huh? I said this maybe I'm reading a bit too much into this. But I wonder if rather than Hinako saying this can't be happening, she wanted to say this coffin. So, what do you mean? Coffin? Hinako was cooperating with L. So maybe her coffin was intended not to be picked? But it was! So she was betrayed. What does this mean? Sorry, do you know why she thought she wouldn't get picked? Because it was marked? She was told the number? It was a non-glowing coffin? I forget, which coffin was hers? Because it was a non-glowing coffin? Then she'd have no worry of being picked. But Hinako's coffin was glowing, wasn't it? Huh? Then that idea is wrong. Is it wrong? Big Sarah? Hinako had hot cocoa, right? Yeah, and she spilled it on Cotton Candy's coffin. What if the reason Hinako had that hot cocoa was to pour it on her own coffin? Yeah? So she splashed it on mine as a distraction? No wonder she got so many cups of cocoa. Yeah, that's shady. You should have mentioned that earlier. My bad. So that means that Elle stole her coffin. That's what's going on here. That's why there's 4. So there's 4 not because Elle changed one of them. There's 4 because Hinako also cleaned up a different one. Meister, tell me something. What is it? While this device was being set up, was it possible to trade coffins? Well now, I suppose you could. Say what? I locked them when starting, yes. Right, only when starting. Until then, everyone could do as they wished. Then maybe the incident happened just before the banquet began. While all the coffins were buried underground. Outrageous! That time, Elle came out of his new coffin and called Hinako to trade coffins with her. Huh? Ain't that outright cheating? But why did Hinako trade with him? Yeah, she would have known. I'm sure she didn't necessarily know everything about how it worked. And she didn't even consider that she would actually be betrayed. But then she should have been suspicious about him even approaching her to trade coffins in the first place. Like, what's the point? Well, how about it, Elle? This trade thing wasn't in your plan, right? At first you wanted to simply enjoy the game, but you started to fear you'd die. So you called Hinako and swapped with her. So what? You're acting all proud like you've won. But what does knowing that do for you? I mean, what does knowing that do for you? It certainly helped him out a lot. It helped him be able to make all the right decisions and continue to push us towards picking the lit up coffins, which I never wanted to do. You swapped with Hinako, so you must be in a non-glowing coffin. There's 3 of those, right? Just take a look. You have to pick me from among the 3 non-glowing coffins. And you have no more clues. Well, you have 1 more clue. That can't be. Oh yes, you could use your last hint. But whatever you pick, it'll just be red. What? Go ahead and discuss it all you like. It's exactly what I intend to do. Okay, finally! Finally we're at the part where I can actually pick a coffin that I would like to pick And all these people who have died thus far, none of them needed to die. I take no responsibility for their deaths. It's all Sara's fault. Guys, don't be silent. Well, from what we've worked out, Elle's in one of the 3 non-glowing coffins. Keiji's coffin is also one of the unglowing ones. I think we have to use our hint. Right, one of them could be yellow if it's empty, right? Oh, let me put on the lantern. Okay, so let's see number 7. Oh, wait, I can't do it yet. Fine. I think we have to use our hint. Sablehead's a liar. It's not guaranteed it'll be red. That's true, there's Keiji's coffin. Yeah. So is it able to start when it's empty, though? I don't want to think about it, but if Keiji's really in there after being executed, it'll show blue. But I wasn't considering that at all, which means he knows that she shouldn't be in there. Why is that? Well, from what we've worked out, Elle is in one of the 3 non-glowing coffins. We just gotta choose 1 and 3. How can we tell them apart anymore? Keiji's coffin is also one of the unglowing ones. I don't know how we should consider this. Even now, after all this, we have no idea if Keiji's in there. Well, we know, as a player, that Keiji should be out of there. It's no use, I can't see any options other than using our hint. At least I think he still is. And if that's only going to come up red, like Elle says, it'll be 1 and 3. And since Jin's coffin's already known, if we miss, Jin's life really is forfeit this time, yeah. You just have to try. Jin, I'm ready. I'll be okay whatever the result is. I want us to stand against this together. Alright, let's stand firm. I'll stand against Elle. I'm prepared too. The final hint. I'll use the hint on a non-glowing coffin. Well, thank you. Thank you for telling me such a thing as using the hint on a non-glowing coffin. I never would have thought of that. You're so smart, Sarah. Alright, should I use the hint? You were going to use it on number 7, sure. That's the one that I would have picked. This is the last hint. If we don't learn something, there's nothing more we can do. This is probably going to be yellow. Still, I summon my resolve and press the lamp. Blue? It lit up blue? Is it not oh, he's shocked. Is it not supposed to light up blue? It really came up blue? Blue means human? It means it ain't Elle. It's Keiji's coffin. I knew it. Keiji was executed then. Well, we know that he's not dead because he wasn't in there when it was burning up. What's wrong? Keiji escaped. If he escaped, what does this blue mean? What is inside? I don't know. I don't know, but Keiji has done something for us. Yeah, he definitely has done something for us, but I don't know what. 2 coffins left, Elle. Sarah. Now it's 1 and 2. I don't think there's any more we can figure out from discussion. Now we just have to choose one. I believe we'll win. This time I will defeat you, Elle. So I've a guess that if I picked 5 or 4 here, they would have been blue. That's my guess. Alright, so I have to pick 4 or 5. 1 and 2 chance. Seems like there's nothing else to do. I'm gonna pick 4. I've decided. Person inside here, it's either Elle or Ranmaru. If I miss, Jin and Ranmaru will both die. My hands tremble. Even knowing I have no choice but to press it. Please, give me courage. Good luck, big sis Sarah. I believe in you. I selected the coffin. Oh, well, is it the right one? The game has entire authority as to whether or not it's the right one. Huh? You're kidding! Damn it! You gotta be shitting me! Me and Sarah are gonna... Well, this is the worst possible ending. No. It can't be this. Too bad. You hit Ranmaru. I don't know how to say that, so I can't voice act that. I'm sorry. I'm not sure how exactly she's eyeing at the moment. It's all over. Can protect Jin. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Can't save anyone. Can't give up, Sarah. If only I was able to pick those earlier. Then we would have been fine. What's up? Voice? Oh, it's just an illusion. Besides, even if you tell me not to give up, it's clear which coffin Jin is in. It ain't like you think, Sarah. Oh, he's smiling? Have to pick. Huh? L? Damn it, what's going on? Number 7 coffin should show red, right? KG escape? So you already knew that. I must have put that in there instead. Put that? Your real body? Seems it was effective, our final trick. Trick? Katara, what did you... What did you decide? When did you decide that was Keiji's coffin? Then, are you saying it's Jin's coffin? Don't tell me, during the final coffin check, did you do something with Jin's coffin? That's inconceivable. Then go ahead and pick the one you believe in. What's going on? So much I don't understand. Yeah, I mean, we know that KG has some plans that he was cooking up that we still don't know about. But again, like Sarah said, we still don't know what they are. Elle's backed into a corner. I'll give you the explanation later. Katara seems confident, though, in their plans that they made. This is the final trap me, Ma, and KG put together. You let him think calmly. Elle might not notice what's up, too. You gotta thoroughly corner him. Refute his ideas and break his brain. Goodness gracious. I had to pick the statements of L's that seem the most refutable. I'll make him unable to think this over properly. Okay, but then what will making him not think this over properly do? What are we trying to make him not pick is the thing. It would be one of the blue coffins that he's going to try to pick. Normally, right? Because one of them's going to be him, one of them's going to be Jin. But if he's really worried about his own life, he might pick a red coffin. That's what he might try to do. Just to give him, just as a panic response. To not try to kill himself. Jin being inside is even more, why was that coffin blue? There's no way KG's inside. Jin being inside is even more unthinkable. So which one of these is the most refutable? It being blue? No. There's no way KG's inside? Jin being inside is even more unthinkable? Why would Jin being inside be even more unthinkable? Jin is inconceivable? It's a blue coffin, it's possible. No, it's not, because Jin's coffin is new. It'd be a glowing coffin. That was a failure. No way KG's inside? Why are you able to say that? We saw the cremation system being activated. Shouldn't it be most natural for you to think that KG's inside? Ugh. No, he clearly already knew. Foolish, it must have been a deception. KG escaped from the coffin. The control system worked and opened up the coffins, and the victim videos playing was proof of that, yes? Those dying moments of the 6 dummies. No, because we already saw that Hineko's one was fake. I'm sure you weren't watching whether the videos played or not. Huh? Anyone could watch them if you went to the control room later. And you brought up the videos during your discussions, didn't you? dying moments of the 6 dummies? That's wrong, Al. Hineko's video showed the death of the real Hineko. Someone separate from the dummies Hineko. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Be quiet, what do those details matter now? What's important is the coffin control system functioned properly. Because the victim videos were set to play as a reward for activating it. Wait, what? The victim videos were set to play as a reward for activating the coffin control system? What about that as a reward? At any rate, the real question is Keiji's actions afterward. Keiji must have learned how the banquet works somehow. I bet he heard it from Maple. Maybe Shin, that traitor. That Shin AI was only in the control room on floor 5. There's no way Keiji could have talked to him while he was stuck on floor 4. Then he heard it from Maple. That settles it. Having learned about the banquet, Keiji began his scheme to ensnare me. I'm sure he put something else inside the coffin. He could just use my doll in place of a corpse. Your doll? The coffins identify contents by the type of collar, all told. Oh? So that's how they actually do it? The contents are identified with the type of collar? That's the first I'm hearing of this. Right, because it's the first I'm telling you. After all, both humans and dolls would be reduced to cinders by the cremation system, right? So the only things that could withstand the heat would remain in the coffin. Yeah, that makes sense. Like the burnt remains of him, how would it detect that that's like a human? Namely, the collar. What? And Keiji must have thought like, so. Wasn't there that point where like we had the option to like take his collar? Keiji figured he'd make use of a certain collar. My collar, which was in the control room. Yeah, that one. Not even realizing that's just what I wanted him to do. What you wanted? What do you mean? I had it purposely prepared as a gimmick for the banquet. Knowing someone would use it for deception. How far has he planned this out? No, I'm sure he's thought of another way. Then by all means, tell me what that way is. Okay. You used your collar, L? That's impossible. Your collar would show the same thing as the dummies, red. But what actually came up was blue, so you used a human's collar. Whose? Whose collar would he have used? Oh! I think I know. It's Alice. How do you intend to explain that contradiction? I mean, well, actually, it depends on how far ahead of time he would have had this all set up, but it could be Alice. What are you? You're being so annoying right now. I don't know, so I'm thinking about it. You're getting in the way. He's admitting that he doesn't know. Hell, there's only one answer that makes sense. What? It's simple. Your reasoning has been way off the mark. Did it, I refuted them all. From the beginning, L's been thinking that coffin didn't contain Keiji, but rather his collar from the control room. So he was convinced it would be red. You're saying it's all wrong? And who's in there? Is it Keiji? Definitely can't be Jin. Jin, that above all would be impossible. You're really certain about Jin? Yes, I'm certain. You have no allies to support you when you're faced with a dilemma, because you killed them all yourself, L. Now choose. Decide your fate, L. Ah. Alright, I'll choose. Meister, the coffin I'm picking is... He's gonna randomly pick one of the blue ones. I see. This one? Meister selected the coffin. Now, will it be the right one? Is he gonna end up picking himself? It picks his Sarah. I'm scared. But is it Jin that died there? Okay, but did Jin actually die there? Was that Jin dying? What's so funny? Exactly. That wasn't making it clear. So that was the fake coffin, in other words. That was the one that they just threw probably Alice's thing in there. And so now we only have one more to pick. I hate you. Jin. Oh, Jin. Yeesh. Jin, thank goodness, truly. So we made him not pick number 8, which would have actually killed Jin, most likely. What about Mr. Policeman? Huh? The blue coffin that isn't mine, that's Mr. Policeman's coffin, right? Was he inside? Keiji's in there? See, if he didn't use L's collar, I can only imagine he's inside. No. But, didn't he escape? Don't tell me. After he escaped, he went back in? While I was passed out? Silent the whole time. So it's to deceive Al. No. That's not it. It's definitely not it. Those hands again. We're remembering those hands from the very start of the game when we got grabbed. Interesting that we're calling back to this finally. You did good, Sarah. Keiji? Long time no see, everybody. Keiji? Hang on a second, why are you just here? Sorry about that, it took me some time getting here. But it is interesting that they call back to that scene, because that was the scene that I had always remembered. I had always remembered that those hands, and I always remembered how those were like his hands. And yet I've always trusted him. For the most part. So it's interesting that they're bringing it up again. Are you the real deal? Might be a ghost, wanna check? Keishi. Yep, I'm real. It's a long story, but basically Ranmaru locked me in the charging room. Why? You should have told us sooner. Sorry. I worried you, huh? You did good too, Jin. Yeah. I've been listening to things unfold over the transceiver. And I guess we don't have to explain, huh? Yep, I'll leave it to you. Do what you need to, Sarah. Defeat L. Rule violation. Finally realized just now. You used it. Mishima's collar. Mishima's? Okay. Mishima's head, which mildly failed to collect. Right, because now went and grabbed it. His collar was still on his severed head. We still haven't found that collar. So you're the one that had it, Keiji. And you put it in that coffin. It also could have been Alice's. But I guess that works. And that's foul play. Using a missing collar from another floor isn't a valid part of the game. It's against the rules. Says who? We could just as easily say swapping coffins is against the rules. Mishima's collar is a rule violation. Clear foul play. We've settled this game. Give up and die already. No, Ella's right. Yeah? Mishima's collar is an illegal item. That was never meant to be used. To dodge execution with it, now that's unfair. Rule breakers will be executed. But then, the rule breaker who put the collar in the coffin, that'd be Keiji. But then, it'd be great if Keiji just hadn't shown up, and then we wouldn't have to worry about that. What nonsense is that? This can't be, surely. Even after he survived and we reunited, he'll be executed for breaking the rules? We remain undaunted. So you were prepared for this. How disappointing, even though there's a way you could be saved. I'm not interested in a finished game, you see. Once I win, I'll cease to care about who played dirty. Or I cease to care about who played dirty. Don't listen to him, Sarah. I promise you if I win, I won't expose your transgressions and I won't punish you. Choose Jin, Sarah. Don't listen to a word he says. I'm saying that if you pick Jin, I'll let KG go, Sarah. Sarah, even if that was true, I'm not going to sacrifice Jin. Not for anybody, even KG. This is the last choice. Really, truly the last. We sure about that? Let's save. Wait, don't we get a hint as well? Should I choose? Wait, what about our hints? We don't get to just choose. What about our hints? I mean, not that I don't think it really matters at this point, but still. Yeah, there's not that many coffins left. Who's the person in coffin number 6, by the way? Which one of them is it? It's not these two, because they're dead. He's also dead. She's also dead. I guess it's... No, but Hayasaka and Shin are both... Okay, maybe it's Hayasaka in there. I guess I was wrong about who was in the other coffin. Yeah. No, don't choose 6. Alright, here we go. Once I push it, it'll all end. I'll save Jin, defeat L, and KG will. KG will be fine. He came here confidently, alright? It's alright, Sarah. KG. He wouldn't have come here if he didn't have a plan. Hands tremble. But, gosh, the bright white screen is insane. With the last of my strength, I selected the coffin. Oh my, will it be the right one? If it isn't, I'm very confused. Ugh. Don't screw with me, Sarah. I gave you a compromise, and yet... I knew I should have called it quits. I think death would be so terrifying. It's over. Have we won? But won what? That's the question. What are we actually winning here by winning this game? Because he's not... L seemed like he was the big bad behind it all, but he's clearly not in charge completely. So the people in charge are still going to be around. There's still this weird butler guy or whatever hanging around. This guy, Meister. Well done, you hit L. So, what now? With this, the challenging team wins. However, it seems you'll need to pay the price. No. KG. No, we can't die like this. I need to... Need to what? Rule violations will be punished. Run away, everyone. If you resist, we'll take you all out. Got it? Still won't move aside. I won't let you kill any more of my allies. Oh. Ain't no need, Sarah. What are you talking about? Tell you everything. Yes, please explain. That's the secret that he was keeping. That he himself was a doll? Sorry for fooling you this whole time. This is what I really am. What do you mean? I don't get what's going on at all. I ain't the real Kotaro. I'm a doll, Saflin prepared. For how long have you been a doll? A doll? KG, you look bewildered. KG, you look bewildered yourself. Honestly, yeah. Because I just did I just did what he expected I'd do. I put Elg's collar in the coffin. Right. After we put the collar in, we'd split up to act separately. KG went to floor 5, and we went to the cemetery. Why did you go back there? The truth is, I was at my limit. My stab wound was even deeper than I thought. Can't, Kotaro! Get up, we're going to meet Sarah and the others, right? If you stay here, won't you get burnt to death? I'm sorry. Seems it's too late for me. Is that what Safalin told you? So he was in the coffin. So wait, no, but then it wasn't? It wasn't the caller from Mishima? Whatever his name was? Don't cry. There's no time. What you need to do is... I can't do it alone without you, Kotaro. You won't be alone. I got a doll. Safalin will help you. So Safalin was behind helping us out. It was behind all this, really. If you can just get the ID card, use the AI Seaver with my doll. But then what about you? Are you planning to die here without anyone even knowing? It'll be the ultimate camouflage. It's ridiculous, please. Now get going, Mai. It can't be. Then inside Coffin 7 was... the real Kotaro? Yeah. No. With that desperate idea, you... Jin, Hayasaka, you got out? Muscle Gorilla, so we already... Sorry. I'm guessing he was burned in the coffin then. So many twists and turns about who was in the coffin, who's... so it was not Mishima, it was not L's neck thing, it was Kotaro. The real Kotaro. And now we've got a doll Kotaro that Safalin made? We were gonna get home together. Don't cry now. Jin, you're a big boy, right? Sorry, you're allies. You gotta protect them, right? Muscle Gorilla, he was all alone. We couldn't even talk. Muscle Gorilla, he was all alone. We couldn't even talk. I couldn't tell him anything. No, he knew. I may just be a copy, but even now I feel like I'd be willing to die for you. What are you saying? You can't. My good fortune was my heart being weak. To tell the truth, I wavered lots of times. Yeah, I remember this. I even thought about abandoning everybody. Even so, I couldn't. It wasn't kindness or anything, I just yielded. That part of me that wanted to survive, even if it meant killing someone else. So I'm happy that I could come to your aid. Muscle Gorilla? But how does this solve our current situation with Keiji? Is he gonna fight back? In Keiji's place? Oh wait, no, he doesn't have to. Because Keiji isn't responsible. Keiji isn't the one that put the collar in there. There was no foul play at all done. If there's any foul play, it was the creation of this Kotaro. So he would be the one that would be punished here. Thanks, Jin. Mr. Kotaro! And it's over. Did you run out of energy? All the dolls have run out of battery. Next will be your final game. The winner will be decided. No, it won't. We'll escape. We won't do as you expect us to. Well now, I look forward to that. Jin Ibushi. What? Keiji Shinogi? Shin Tsukimi? What? And Sara. The four of you will have a final match. Until then, give some careful thoughts to the ways you might outwit each other. So only I survived, is it? Toot and Specs, so he's not out of battery though? Jin, Thank you. I've learned true strength from you all. I wonder if it's possible for one of the others to survive. Like, was it actually random? Something more to fear. All I have is regrets. Live long, Jin, and the rest of you too. I'm sure you can... I promise, we'll bring you back. Just wait. Oh no, he ran out of energy too. Okay. Final chapter, part 1, end. To be continued in the final chapter, part 2. That picture! So that's him? This is as far as the story currently goes. Save your progress? Wait, it is? Thank you for playing this far. It's not done? Hold up. Hold up. It's not done? Final chapter part 1 be new? Wait, what? Wait, this isn't a finished game? I didn't know that. Like I said when I started this, I had no knowledge coming into this game. No knowledge at all. So hold on a second. Is that for real? When was the last update to this? Okay, so it seems like it is not finished. And I did actually reach the end of what is currently up to date. And based on, and it does actually have a Steam page, which I did not know. I thought this was only a browser game. It's not. And it's in early access, but the last update was 21 months ago. That sucks. That is really sad. That gives me not that much hope that I'm ever actually going to see a real ending to this game. What a disappointing end. I mean, honestly, it was still a fun experience, and I still enjoyed that entire game overall, and I'm really glad I played it. Even knowing that it's unfinished, I still would have played it. Well, actually, would I have still played it if I knew it was unfinished? I probably no. If I had noticed that it was unfinished, I probably, honestly, would have tried to wait until it was completely finished so I could do it all in one go. Because most likely, by the time this is finished, I will have forgotten everything about what was going on, and I will have less attachment to those characters at that point because I will not remember them as well. And so when I do come back to finish this game, it's going to be very hard for me to get back into it just for the finale. So I actually probably would have waited if I had known ahead of time that this game was completely unfinished. That being said, hopefully you guys still enjoyed watching me play through it, and I still did enjoy playing through it. And I liked the characters, I enjoyed the storyline, and I enjoyed the trials and the tests and whatnot. Obviously, I expressed my own issues with some of the ways that it went about things with the puzzles and the logic of things. But that's just par for the course for these kinds of games, that not everything is going to click with you. A lot of that could just be that my brain today was particularly scrambled, and so I've just was particularly stupid today, and it was entirely my fault. That's very possible. I will likely watch other Let's Plays of this game, if I can find some, and see if anybody else had as scrambled of a brain experience as I did, to try to make myself feel better about how poorly I played that. But regardless, that is unfortunate. That is unfortunate that there is nothing else after part 1B. There's no... If this game does get a continuation, I will be continuing it. I will finish it. And if it doesn't, it is what it is. This was a fun experience. I enjoyed the characters. I enjoyed the silliness. I enjoyed the craziness. And I hope it gets finished. And if it does get finished, I'm going to make sure I buy it on Steam so I can support the developer for actually finishing it. And I think that's all I got to say. So, like, I guess a pretty weird and abrupt ending to this particular series, but I mean, it was a weird and abrupt ending to the game. So I think that's how I kind of have to do it, right? Is there any thoughts I can give as a whole? I mean, I'm just glad that Jin didn't die. I'm glad that Jin is still alive. He was the one character I do not want to die because he's just a ball of sunshine that does not deserve anything that's happening. So I'm glad that he was still able to live. I'm actually curious if it would have been possible to, like, for other people to survive other than the ones that we had survived there. I'm wondering. But probably not. But either way, it's not too big of a deal because they're all just deactivated at this point anyways. So really, they're just all dead to some extent. And L dying is actually kind of weird because we don't actually know that much. Well, actually, I shouldn't say it. We do know a lot about him because we had so many backstory things about him, about us like using the lamp and figuring out about how he had a big impact on all of our lives. But it's just weird. It's weird for him to die right now before the end of the game, where the game's not even done yet, and there being another stage after he dies. Like, it seems like this game keeps adding in a new big bad villain on top of the old one over and over again. It keeps doing that. And we never reach the real big bad villain. So that's what's confusing to me. I'm not sure what's up with that. Like, are we ever going to reach the true mastermind behind all this? Was L actually the mastermind behind all this and now we're done? Like, it's just weird for him to be dead here because it just felt like, oh yeah, he's the real one behind this all. And now that seems to not be the case. So I have a lot of questions. I have no answers. And yeah, that's all I've got. So again, hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys for the finale if it comes. If not, I'll see you for the next game that I play. And the next game that I'm playing, based on my Let's Play roadmap, I'll bring that up right real quick. Here we go. So for my Let's Play roadmap, now that Your Turn to Die is finished, I'm going to mark that as finished. There we go, completed. So now the next thing on my list is the Persona series. I do not know where to start for this, so I'm going to have to ask around, or I'm going to have to Google around or something. Obviously trying my very best to avoid any kind of spoilers. But I know it's a very popular series, and I know it's talked about in the same sentence as a lot of these other games that I like, such as the Danganronpa series, such as Your Turn to Die, that kind of stuff. I don't know if that means it's going to be the same kind of thing. I'm expecting it will be very different. But since a lot of people who like these games also like the Persona series, I want to give it a shot. I want to try it. I want to see what it's about. So I don't know if we're going to play through the entirety of the Persona series. It's going to depend on how much I like it. Obviously, I've never seen anything about it before. I've never played anything from it before. So that's what's coming up next. So yeah, I think that's it for real this time. So thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.